Expert Sally Cunningham joins us live from East Eden. Good morning, Sally. What's going on this morning?
Hi, I'm in one of the wonderful gardens of the National Garden Festival. This is what we call an open garden. It belongs to David and Marcia Sully of East Eden, and it's an outstanding garden where you can come on Thursdays and Fridays for the next 5 weeks and see this garden, and people are already starting to show up for it. On Thursdays and Fridays, 10 to 5:30, you can get the open garden book in a number of places. Look at our website and just take a look at this garden. This is particularly a hosta collector's garden. There's at least 1,000 different kinds of hostas here, and for people who don't think they're unusual, just come and see this one. That's David Frost you're looking at, a very rarely seen hosta, and there's so many more plants here. Some of them are in containers, some of them are in numerous beds. It's just an amazing stretch of plants and gardens. And I'm going to come here and talk to the mother, the gardener of this garden. This is Marcia Sully, and she's quite amazing. She does it all herself, and she's so modest. But I want to ask her, there's a special name for this garden, and tell me where you got your name.
Well, this is the Hidden Gardens of Eden, and around every turn is a little hidden garden. As people approach, they think they see a sweep of 40 hosta, and that's it. And they round the bend, and I've got a collection of hundreds of minis. And across the glen down in our creek, there are hidden gardens with wicker furniture and more hosta growing. And as you sweep around the corner of the house, there are even more hosta, perennial beds, hanging baskets.
Oh, it just doesn't quit. These little tiny hostas in containers are wonderful, and it's a wonderful way to have the hostas without having them eaten by slugs so much. But we're going down now toward the backyard. As I say, these are the secret gardens of Eden, and there's a lot more to see here. She hasn't labeled them all, but she has carefully mapped, so she learned not to throw away your tags. That's what happened to you in the first place, right?
The first 20 hosta, I threw the tag away years ago, thinking that was not an important thing to save. And now I know that I have to have all the tags for people who ask what hosta they are.
It's a good lesson for other people. But now she's a certified hostaholic, and she knows better. So let's take our first question. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sally, our first question comes from Dale in Niagara Falls. Go ahead, Dale.
Hi, Dale. What's
Thank you for
up?
taking my call. My wife and I have purchased a home in Lakeview, and the former owner has taken and had the home power washed, but apparently the solution that was used is killing the grass and the plants around the home. And I wondered what my options were, if I needed to get a soil test and try to find out how to neutralize whatever was used, or if it's just best to scrape everything up and kind of start fresh.
I don't think there's any point in a soil test after you know what's in there anyway. It would just tell you what's in there. I think you just have to water and water and water and wash that pollutant through. Some plants will make it and some won't. If you have some precious plants, you can lift them from the soil, wash their roots off, and maybe repot them into better soil. But for the whole garden and the lawn, you may just have killed a few with the power wash. That's a good lesson to everybody. Water is the solution, and sometimes the chemicals are the killers. Good luck, everyone. Hey, open gardens Thursday and Friday. Go to nationalgardenfestival.com. And next weekend, by the way, Hamburg Garden Walk, Lockport, and Snyder Cleveland Hill on Sunday. So we have a lot of garden walking ahead of us, and I'm going to now go and walk around with Marcia and say thanks to Marcia. This is going to be a great day. Thanks, yeah. Marcia.
You're welcome.
Absolutely beautiful. Thanks, Sally, so much. Well, still